Hello everyone. Welcome back to another live stream. It's Wednesday night, and I just realized I haven't actually tweeted out the stream. So let me just very quickly tweet out that I'm live right now. Whoops, I knew I was forgetting something. Do do do. Here we go. That's good. Let's tweet that out. Perfect. But yeah, tonight is going to be perhaps a slightly shorter stream. But we're going to play some Minecraft. We're going to go back to the JFS server and probably do some caving. I've found a spot on the map which I think might make for a very good base. Kind of following on from what I talked about in the last live stream when I played Minecraft. So yeah, do a little bit of caving, a little bit of exploring, see what it's like. I've already done some, like I've lit it up, but I haven't actually went and spelunked, as they say. So I'm going to go do that. Let me just hang on. I forgot to put it here as well. Oopsie. Joe, that's fine actually. That will do. That will do. It's on Twitter. That's enough. Okay. I will start off right off the bat by saying that tonight published a video letting everyone know that finally, after like a year and a half, probably year and a half, I think around that time, my little Muckluck enamel banana pin badge is finally for sale worldwide. It took long enough, but yes, I think I've got everything in place now. All the custom stuff, all of the PO box stuff, all of that set up, and it means that if you want to buy a little enamel pin badge, stick it on your bag, stick it on your lanyard, stick it on your coat, stick it on wherever you want to stick it. You can over on kofi.com/muckluck. They're not terribly expensive. They're really just enough to cover the cost of how much it costs to make it and to send it. And yeah, hopefully it actually gets to people. I've got a couple international orders to do, so fingers crossed they actually work. But they should. They should. Anyway, that's also why on the screen right now you can see it has a little Kofi link. That's actually, I think that's more for like donations through Kofi, but I saw it on there when I was sorting out the product on the Kofi page, and I thought, that's quite a nice way of having it on there and kind of being able to remind people that, yeah, just go there and then you'll find the merch. So that's why it's on there. Anyway, over to Minecraft. Here we go. Look at this. It says Muckluck is you. That is me. How did it know that? Magic. Who is online right now? Fricker, Asus, and the biggest killer. Very good. Very good. Very good. Oh, actually, let's just let the lady herself do the talking.
Very good! Very good! Yay!
There we go. There we go. Very good. Let's stick on some background music because I always like to do that for Minecraft. Otherwise, it's a bit deadly silent. And we'll get going. I'll just show you where I'm at, where I am on the server as well. Boom. Uh-oh. Where am I? Oh, yeah. Okay, I know where I am. I didn't realise that was so close, though. Whatever that is, it's a giant farm, I think. That's fine. That's not an issue. Okay, so last time I live streamed Minecraft, I mentioned I'd found this great cave for a future base idea that was kind of like a circular hole in the ground type of thing. You like a big hole in the ground, and it goes down to like a dwarven. Oh, hello, like a dwarven stronghold sort of thing with loads of waterfalls and stone buildings and a big central spire that comes out in the middle of it. I went through all this last time, and I had found a place that had a good cave system for that, but the above ground section wasn't ideal. It was a bit please don't, no. Oh, you yeah, the above ground was a little bit messy. It was kind of halfway over a river biome, which would be annoying to have to Landscape. Oh no. It was also quite close to some other people's bases, which I don't think was a... No, not the bed! It was quite close to some people's bases, which isn't a massive problem, but I do want a bit of space. And I've just said that and then spotted this thing right there, which isn't great, but oh well. So I carried on looking. I carried on looking over the map and tried to find other big empty-ish spots of land which could maybe have a cave system underneath. I mean, I didn't know for sure. I just kind of guessed. So many mobs. And so the other day I came here and had a... I mean, it wasn't a quick. I'd say it was a fairly long time exploring this area. And what do you know? It has quite a hefty caving system underneath it. I've lit up a fair amount of it, so I'm just messing with the music. I've lit up a fair amount of it, but not all of it. And yeah, like I say, I haven't went and actually got all the ores and stuff from it, so I might go do that now. I just wanted to play some Minecraft tonight. You know, it's Wednesday, it's stream night, but didn't feel like playing Broken Sword this evening. Just some chill Minecraft instead. Okay, so now all those pesky mobs have gone. Oh, I'm trying to... So that's where Where did I go down, though? That's the question. Here's a little pillar I made, but I can't actually remember where I went down. Hello, Mega Parasect. Are you the only one? I don't know. Maybe you are. Who knows? Oh, I got some diamonds as well. Welcome to the stream, though. Let's... Do you know what? I'm not ready to go back yet. Go back to spawn. I want to make a chest. That's not enough to make a chest. There we go. Or a double chest. I'm just going to put some valuables in here. And also just clear out my inventory. This is a mess. Complete mess. Go away, Phantom. Go away, String. Go away, Flesh. Go away, Eyes. Go away, Bones. Go away, Sign. Okay. Hey, Wills. Good evening. Hope you're well. I watched the VOD for your last Broken Sword playthrough and noticed a couple of things you missed. Don't think anyone mentioned them, or if you realised because you didn't really react to the dialogue. But one, Emily Ketch was a ghost all along. What? And two, there was an Easter egg you missed on the old London subway. Yeah, Dennis on my Discord posted that beneath a still sky Easter egg, which was really nice. I mean, I would have liked to have kind of just happened across that, but I wouldn't have done that. So it was good to see it, the Robert Foster thing. Emily Ketch was a ghost all along. So I remember there was that line about how the chest didn't open from the inside. But yeah, I guess I wasn't paying enough attention to realise that she actually died in there. Wait a minute now. Let me Google. I'm Googling. There is a lot of evidence that's in the game that suggests Emily Ketch is actually dead, and many who have played Broken Sword 2 come to the conclusion that the girl you met in the Ketch Memorial Museum is in fact Emily's ghost. Here are some of the evidences that support that theory. Wow, there's actually like... Huh. I'm going to read that later, but that's very interesting. And no, I did not pick up on that. I don't know, that's kind of creepy. I don't know if I like that. Like... I quite like Broken Sword because it's, you know, light-hearted and it's an adventure, globe-trotting, and then bam, ghost girls. Ooh. Okay. I guess I went down here. Oh. God, there's just so many mobs everywhere. I did like the Easter egg though. Here it is. Here it is. Look at this. Look at this bad boy. Holy moly. This is perfect. I mean, it's not perfect. I wouldn't say it's as perfect as the other cave I showed off last Minecraft live stream. But it's pretty dang close. The only thing it doesn't really have going for it is this bit would need excavating because it's it's almost circular apart from this bit back here. Kind of juts out awkwardly. But that wouldn't be a massive thing to get rid of. Like, it's literally just connect this bit with lemons. Connect that bit with, I'm lost. Round here? Yes. Connect it around there. Holy to you, but Dean, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Holy, right back at you. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Holy. Yeah, so just this bit here. I think once I've done that, it would pretty much be a giant circle. The other negative that it has is it doesn't go down as deep. Like, it just barely reaches the deep slate level. It goes a little bit further down here, but yeah, not hugely. The other cave went down probably almost to bedrock in a big circle. This one doesn't. And annoyingly, like, deep slate is harder to mine. So, yeah, it's going to be more work. Where are my torches? I don't have any. But it's fine. I think it's a better location. And it also has a copper vein here as well, which is just like it's a good sign, isn't it? I love the old copper. But yeah, anyway, how's everyone doing in the chat? How are you, Ace? How are you, Wills? How are you, Mega Parasect?
Very good! Very good! Yay!
How are you, Panda? Very good. Very good to see you. Yay! What's down here? There's just more cave. See, that's probably, that down there, that tuff, is probably a vein. Or maybe not. Actually, oh, no, it's not.
Hello, Joe!
It's not. Hello. Okay. Let's get out of here. Oh, yeah. And it also connects to this thing as well. Well,
Well, hidely ho, neighborino.
there is this giant, hey, weather. I mean, this goes down pretty low. This goes to like minus
Very good!
20.
Very good! Yay!
Great, here's the Discord spam. Go away. Yeah, this goes down further, but it's off to the side. I wish this was just a few blocks over, like where those torches are is where it needs to be. It's so sad. But nothing's perfect. I've got to accept that I'm not going to find the perfect cave. Like, that's the point of Minecraft. It's random. You got to work with what you're given. Am I right? I'm not going to add creeper noises, no. In fact, doesn't Nexa have that? Nexa, when are you going to add those? I remember you showing me some sound effects you had, and like, where the frick are they? Where the frick are they? Tell me now. Look at that. Perfectly executed. Perfectly. Ah, the shut up. I know what that means. That means you've been lazy. You be lazy. Okay, and I think... Oh, another good thing I want to show off as well. I'm kind of doing this because like I want to document some things through live streams since I'm not making videos anymore, like traditional videos about the JFS server. Where did I find it? I think it was down here. No. No. It wasn't down there. It was down here. No. Where the frick was it? I said I was down here. Here we go. I'm very good today. Thank you very much, Weather. I'm doing great. I've got my pins ready to sell worldwide. I'm pleased I finally got that done. It's taken me ages to do that. And yeah, no, it's pretty good. Things are good. How are you? So, all right, I know where it is. It's right here. Look at this bad boy. Look at this bad boy. Now, it is zombie, which is probably one of the worst. At least it's not spider. Oh, actually, I think even spider's more useful than zombie. So, that's not great. Also, no, not chapel. Not great. But, you know, having a spawner at all is quite good. So, can't complain too much. Let's carry on exploring. See, down here, I haven't actually been. Oh. What's with this giant wall? Cave generation is so weird now. Why is there just a giant wall? What the frick are you? Imagine that. Don't lol me. Imagine getting a nut apple and then just eating it. Like, just like that. What a waste. If I were you, I would have saved it for the whole season. And gloated about it. How's the UK? The UK, oh man. The UK's in a bit of a funny old state at the moment in terms of politics. I'm not going to talk massively about politics because it's usually very boring and divisive. But I actually watched some of the Prime Minister's Question Time today, which is where the Prime Minister has to come and answer all the questions from the MPs. And the reason why I watched it today is because like there was a lot of hoo-ha about him and others in his government that have broken the rules last year. Actually, 2 years ago, the COVID rules about like number of people together, having parties and stuff. There's a whole thing going on. Apparently, like there was all these secret parties that the government had, whilst other people were isolating and getting fined for doing the same thing. And it's all come out now. Like all the gossip, all the leaks about all these secret parties are coming out, and pretty much everyone's saying he should resign, but he's not. Like he's really being stubborn. But it was entertaining just to see like everyone basically moan at him and yell at him, and call him out for all of his lies. But in terms of like COVID stuff, I think it's all right. It's kind of always a bit hard to tell, but they're getting rid of all the restrictions next week, which seems a little bit premature to me. But hey ho, we'll see how that goes. That's it. You get him, zombie. I'm gonna die. Good job, zombie. I'm alright, got an update video recorded, hopefully will be out later today. Good. I assume you're prepping for Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus. Which...
Hello, Joe!
I should say, by the way. Hello, Nevermore, out of Nevermore, welcome to the stream. Will you go away? On the topic of Pokemon, many of you will know that I am not the most well versed in Pokemon. I'm not the most knowledgeable. I did used to play it. I used to play Pokemon, Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Red. I didn't play Pokemon Blue. I was Red. I was Charizard all the way. And also Pokemon Gold and Silver. I played those as a kid. Since then, nothing really. But I watched the there was like that gameplay trailer for Legends Arceus recently. It's quite a long one, and I've been interested in this game mainly because people have been complaining about it and saying how crap it looks, and oh, Game Freak don't know how to make games like 3D games like that properly, and it looks worse than Breath of the Wild, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. So I've been interested in terms of the drama, but I gotta say, even as a non-Pokemon fan, I watched the gameplay trailer and it actually looked quite fun, like even for me. So if I found it interesting, goodness knows what actual Pokemon fans thought. They probably wet their pants.
I just think they're neat.
What was that? What was that? What was that noise? Not that. Oh, it does sales as well. Okay, so that's the Kofi thing. I did not realize it would do, it would do that. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Garbage Pail Kids. I did not realize it would do that. That's why you just heard Marge in the background. That really threw me off then. Anyway. Pokemon chat. I may or may not totally be a collector and a player of all the main games. Well, here we are. The Legends game looks really good. I'm considering getting it. Marge jump scares. Yeah, I'm actually getting scared by Marge now. How sad is that? Yeah, I think it looks alright. I was ready to watch it and think like, this looks pathetic. How can they, like the first proper 3D Pokemon open world game sort of thing, how they managed to mess this up. But actually, I was pleasantly surprised. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things I didn't understand. A lot of probably a lot of basic Pokemon knowledge I didn't really get, but the core concept of running around and like seeing the Pokemon out in the wild, like that's sort of like what Pokemon fans have wanted for ages, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to play it myself. I'm not that level of impressed, but I would probably watch it now. It's a bunch of hooey. Good word. I like that word, brother. It's a bunch of hooey, to be honest. People are just finding dumb reasons to hate on Game Freak. I do think there's something to be said. I mean, I think it's almost... I feel like Pokemon fans almost have a bit of like Stockholm syndrome, in so much as like Game Freak are really all they've ever known, and so there's this almost this drive to want to defend them in some ways. But sorry, excuse me, but where was I going with this? Yeah, so I think there's some things where probably it's fair to have some criticism, but equally you're right. This is the internet. The internet loves to play up and fuel hate and discussion like that. So I think it's a little from column A, a little from column B, probably more from one than the other. I've already ordered the game, planning to stream it. Well, there you go then. See, I actually wouldn't mind watching you for once. No. Having seen some of the new Pokemon and forms, they didn't get everything right. Without spoiling too much, I agree with you, Smith J. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I don't know what I mean. There was some weird things I thought though. There was that thing. I can't remember what it was now. It was the thing they showed right at the end, like a big Pokemon that's angry. Is Angie Pokemon that you need to calm down and then battle it or something. Angimon. That's what it should be called. Gotta Angie them all. Go away. Ooh. Like a pro. You also plan on streaming? Oh, good. No more Let's Plays. That's it. You need a nice clickbaity title and thumbnail like that. I actually think that's a good idea. Whether I think you'll really enjoy. I think you'll really enjoy streaming it more than a traditional Let's Play. Oh, look at this! Look at this pro move. Oh, damn it! It's not working anymore. It was dropping the. Oh, did you just see that? Look at those skills. Arrow, kill, reflection, bounce, skeleton, zombie. Rearrange those words and it does make sense. Get back here. Okay. I noticed that with most games, anytime there are changes to a series, I'm not sure if there is a single game series that never released a new title without angering anyone. It's true. People hate change. People hate change, but then they also hate when things stay the same too much. It's a delicate balance, isn't it, really? I think the best way of getting a different sort of Pokemon game is letting someone else make one, and not a mobile game, like a proper, home console game, but you know, made by someone else rather than Game Freak. But I think one of the games there was a minor mention of what the origin of Pokemon was, but it was something that was a wasted reference because it didn't go anywhere. I think it might be Ruby or Sapphires. I'm not 100% sure which. It'll be interesting to see where the game goes. Right, because like this new game is set. Was it hundreds of years? I can't remember. So many years before the other games. So I guess it is going to have some of that origin element to it. Did you just see that bean block? I did. Look at the bean block. Well, is that the bean block? The mouldy bean block. The mouldy bean block. Thank you, Lemons. I'm so glad someone finally noticed. Cool with my style and smart with my strats of killing zombies. I think the same goes for remakes too. Yes. I mean, has there been a single remake that's in terms of a film or a game as well? So, yeah, a game remake as well. But has there been a single remake that's been better than the original? Now, there's a question. There's probably some. Like, you could say, like, The Thing from the 80s, which was a remake of The Thing from, was it the 50s, the first one came out? That's probably better. But then that's mainly because, like, those were really old films. They're really old, and so they are going to be worse. But, I don't know. Have I been here? Oh, this is a new area. Oh, I have been here. See, why can't I have this over there? This is perfect. I'm totally lost now, by the way. Totally lost. Wait, no, wait. Am I lost? Or am I back at the... I'm back at the spawner! I'm not lost at all. I know where I am. Perfectly. Right, grab that. More of these bad boys. I don't know whether I should actually be collecting all these resources. I mean, I've come across so many, but I'm kind of more interested in just lighting the place up and exploring. Oh, wow. You probably can't see a darn thing. Oh, what's deadly down here? I've got to be careful. Oh, run into a zombie. Goes down even further. Oh. Oh, there's a lot of skeletons up there. Oh, there's a lot of skeletons over there. You better not hit me into lava. Oh, what was that? Oh. Just keep running. This is a really long cave. Very long cave. Holy. Just keeps going. This is probably that same copper vein. I wouldn't be surprised. Apparently Time Splitters Rewind is still going. Funnily enough, I actually watched their update video yesterday. Or was it yesterday or the day before? Yeah. Remarkably, it is still going. It's kind of so frustrating because it's just been so long, and they don't owe us anything. They don't owe us the game, but at the same time, these videos just get so repetitive. Like, we're doing this. Here's some more stuff to show you. We need more artists to do this. And it's like, that's great. The stuff you're showing is great. The death matches, the maps, the art, it all looks really good. Why did you not just try and do a bit of a smaller scale project? They already kind of shrunk what they planned to do once, because I think their first plan was to literally remake all 3 games, which is ridiculous. Now they're sort of taking bits from all 3 games and putting it into one, which is better, but I still think it's a lot of work, and I kind of just wish they'd be like, okay, this is enough. Let's just get it out there. Let's just let people play it. Let's just see the interest in it, and then go from there. But no, sadly not. The other thing I was thinking as I was watching that video about Time Splitters Rewind was how interested I would actually be in playing it. I would obviously definitely try it because it has to be free. So I'd download it and just have a mess around in it. But would I actually play it regularly? I don't know. Kind of feel like Time Splitters, you have to have a good, I was going to say good group of friends, or even just a good friend to play with. Time Splitters was really only very fun for me when I was playing multiplayer. The story's good, but I don't think they're doing the story. And also, like, I've played the story so many times, especially 3. So I don't know. I actually, something tells me, like, deep down, that I would play it for a bit and then I probably wouldn't touch it again. Oh, a mine shaft. Here is where I find my not chapel. Okay, it ends there. Okay. Okay then. Alright then. I don't need not chapel. That can't be it, right? That can't be it. Maybe it's this way. Oh. What's this? Well, it isn't the mine shaft, whatever it is. Oh, it's a flooded cave. Screw that. I think story mode was shown for 2, but I don't know about 3. Interesting. Okay. I mean, that's good. That's good. I definitely would like to play the story mode. Then again, with emulation now, you can play the original game's story mode. So high quality. When I couldn't get over how good it looked, Time Splitters 3, when I streamed it a few months back, it was just it's because it's so stylized. It's got such a nice style to it that it kind of still looks good to this day. Same thing I said about Jak and Daxter. You know, time in that regard hasn't aged it massively. So, you know, if you can emulate it like that and enjoy the story that way, then I guess it really is the multiplayer aspect that you can't get anywhere else. I do think if you had like a group of people that were keen to revisit their childhood and still you were still in touch with them, because I think for a lot of people, myself included, the person I used to play Time Splitters with, I have not spoke to him in about 10 years. So, you know, provided that you might still be in touch with childhood friends, or maybe just like a new group of friends would be interested in playing it. I don't know. I mean, it is very arcadey, which is... I don't know, I mean, that might be a good thing, actually. That might kind of set it apart a little bit from your Apex or your Call of Duty. Yeah, I guess it could still work in that regard. I'm really rambling, aren't I? Okay, I've seen a lot of this. There you go. I've seen a lot of this cave now. I don't know. Do I want to start getting the ores? I don't know. Maybe. I do want to go back to spawn and just show off some changes around spawn as well. I'm going to call it Spawn Watch. Every stream I play of Minecraft, I'm going to do some Spawn Watch. Oh, over which direction is it? I think it's up there. Up there, here's a really cool area. I love how this looks. Is it here? Yeah. Look at this. Like, look at this giant lake. It's like an underground lake. And then it's kind of blockaded down here. I love that. This new... Oh, man, honestly, this cave generation now is just... It makes caving... Caving was fun anyway, just because it's like you can chill out and just get on with it. But now caving is just... even better. So good.
Hello, Joe!
I just love this. I could see this. Hello, Max. Welcome to the stream. I could see this being, you know, if my base is going to be over there, This could be like a cool underground port, or I don't know, underground. I don't know what it could be, but something really cool. You know? Veteran, thank you very much for the raid. I really need to get a raid sound, don't I? I really do. And I'm sure there's a good Simpsons clip I could use. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm just chilling with some Minecraft this evening. There's a geode. There's a lovely geode. That's one geode there. There's another geode somewhere down over there, I think. So I could set up some amethyst farms as well. Always good. Where is it? Oh, there it is there. I need my spyglass. Old-fashioned spyglass. There you go. There. But yeah, I do think this is going to make for a better base. So I'm happy. Once again, my phone did not notify me you're streaming. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need to look into that. Because like that's why I usually wait like 10 minutes or so before I actually start the stream properly, because I just assume that Twitch takes a bit of time to push out the stream to people. But then if it's not doing it at all, I would be interested to know like how many people actually get a notification if they follow me. Holy moly. Because if it's like a lot of people not getting one, then I think it might be something I need to look into with Streamlabs. Potentially. Or it could just be like notifications settings on people's phones. Okay. We're back. We're back above ground. Let me just show you, by the way, Chrome. Let me show you Chrome. No, let me show you the map to show you where we are. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Here we go. This is the map that we use to spy on everyone. No, it's the map that shows the overworld of the JFS server. And it's really cool. Like, here's spawn. Yeah. There's my castle that I'm going to go to in just a moment. Lovely, pretty white castle. And over here, so this is north, kind of northwestish, is, so here is where I showed off that original cave, and the center of it is basically where this tiny little brown dot is. You might not even be able to make that out, but there's a little dot right here, kind of in the center of the screen now. And so if I wanted like a circular base, quite big, then imagine it's going to go into the river. No good. Also, it's quite close to people here, it's quite close to people here, it's quite close to people here. Not great. However, this new place is here. Look at this. Look at all this empty land. It's nice and flat. Got a nice coastline for it. We can have some cool things all around the coast. Hey, Matty. Welcome to the live stream. I could even make this even bigger by just deforesting a little bit. Yeah, we're not too close to anyone. I mean, we're kind of close to this thing, but that's fine. There's Max, which, you know, that's not too close. This is just a village. And it's also not too far away from spawn still. Like, I want it to be close enough that people can come visit. So, yeah, that's where spawn is in relation. Much better than the alternative spot I was looking at, which is all the way, literally, as far as I can go, which was over here. I kind of looked around this area the other day. No good. And also it takes about 10 minutes to get there. So I think I'm going to stick with this area. The only thing I don't love about it is it's part savanna in terms of biome. You can see the color difference. This is all savanna, that's plains or birch forest or whatever. Not a massive deal because I'm going to be underground, so grass and stuff isn't a huge factor for me. But yeah, just a minor annoyance. I thought you had an island. I do have an island. That's for another idea I've got, which is this island right here. Muck Island. But yeah, that's not going to be a that's not going to be a base. It's going to be something else. But I'll reveal that at a later time. The island below is being leveled by someone. This one here. Oh, is that what is it? I mean, this must be a farm, right? I might go have a look in a minute. Is this being leveled? There's a beacon there. I see that. That's a huge thing to get rid of. If they're actually going to do that. I'm only a boat ride from you. So I am. Yeah, it's a good area. It's a good area. I'm looking forward to it. I think it will do me nicely. Okay. What the hell? Muck smells? You smell. Also, that savanna biome thing isn't like, when you're here, you don't really even tell. Like, this still looks green to me. Just go a little bit further over and then, yeah, we're in plains. Where's the actual switch? Somewhere around here. Plains. Plains, 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 savanna. Here. Yeah, I mean, it gets a little bit more orange. Not hugely, though. Angie luck. That is good. That is good. Angie. How come you claimed your island that isn't shaped to look like a banana? That's actually quite a funny idea, isn't it? Having having an island shaped like a banana logo. I don't know. It's a good question. It's a good question, Max. I haven't got the answer for you, I'm afraid. Right, let's oh, there's already mobs there. No, I'm leaving. Oh, that's right. I was going to see what this thing is. Let's go have a little looky. And try not to break anything. So, Joe, it seems that Crash Bandicoot is a Microsoft princess now. Right. Yeah, that was a big bit of gaming news, wasn't it? Kind of from out of nowhere. Microsoft buys Activision Blizzard. Honestly, I mean, I don't really know how to feel about it. Like, I'm not a massive gamer anymore, so in regards to like, oh, are they going to make things exclusive or not? That doesn't really bother me. I guess it's just a mob farm. Yeah. Yeah, like the whole exclusivity angle, I don't care about, and plus, I don't think they're going to make a lot of things exclusive. Could be wrong. I just get a lot of people saying that, oh, Call of Duty is only going to be on Xbox. There's no way they'd do that. There's just too much money in Call of Duty for it to be an exclusive in terms of like microtransactions and stuff. I can't see them doing that. But other things, maybe. I don't know. As long as they leave Minecraft alone. But Crash Bandicoot is very strange now. Like going from a PlayStation mascot to an Xbox property. What happened to you, Crash? You used to be cool, man. How do I get closer to this? Oh, like that. Is it just a creeper farm? I think it's just a creeper farm. How do they do that, though? How do they make it just creepers spawn? Ooh. Whoa. What is this? Holy! Holy, that's a lot of gunpowder. Wow. Blizzard cost, I know, 80 billion. Is that no, it was, no, 70 billion, wasn't it? It was like 68 point something billion is the number I saw floating around. It's still a crap ton of money. Up we go. If you think about the fact that, how much did they buy Blizzard for? I think it was 7 billion. Could be getting that wrong, but I think it's somewhere around there. So if you think that, like, all the stuff that Blizzard do, the big titles, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, but yeah, 10 times more. It's worth 10 times more. I'm sure they'll add Crash Bandicoot mod for Minecraft very soon. Oh, I could see that. I could see that. Or a I saw some comment saying like Microsoft now has so many first-party properties they could make their own Smash game and like full of iconic characters. They really could. That is a lot of creepers dying. Anyway, yeah, I don't know who built this, which I have a feeling it was Dakota. I have a feeling it was Dakota because I remember seeing him around this area, AFK. Hey, Ace, Dean. Everyone's changing their names on the server now. Joda's Red Star, Ace is Dean. What's going on? Everything's topsy-turvy. Yeah, so I think it might be Dakota. Hey, Mad, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Let's leave this place now. I just wish there was a bit more signage. Is this my boat? Is this my boat? Where did I come in from? Where am I? Who am I? Yeah, I guess this is my boat. That's the wrong way. Yeah, that way. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Like, it's money you can't even really fathom. In all honesty, if you think about, I remember there being this diagram about how much a billion is to a million, but then times that by 70. It's just, it goes to show how much money Microsoft have. They could just throw around $70 billion and have money to spare. Lots of money to spare. Isn't it also imaginary money as in stocks? I think it might be cash. Not like literally a briefcase full of cash, but yeah, I think it's like cash at hand. I don't know the proper financial terms for it. I just remember the word cash coming up in some of the news articles that I read. Yeah, Mad. That's what we're talking about. It's a very interesting time. Lots of acquisitions going on. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. I think a lot of people automatically go to like, oh, someone buying something else is bad. Like it's sort of a default response. Oh, you know, Monopoly. Oh, soon it's the whole world is going to be run by 6 corporations, sort of thing. And I honestly don't know. I don't know. Does anyone? Like the only thing I can really base it off of is that in terms of like consumer practices, Microsoft hasn't been terrible from a gaming perspective. Like Game Pass is really good. When they bought Mojang and Minecraft, they didn't go in and ruin it straight away. Like a lot of people thought. I remember when they first bought Minecraft, there was like some talk about, oh well, that's Java Edition dead. Like they're just going to focus on Bedrock. But no, like here we are. We're still getting updates. So I've gone too far. So I don't really know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing for Sony, well, that's a different question. Like, Sony did not have the same sort of money to spend as Microsoft, so yeah, they might be in a bit more of a pickle. Microsoft had 160 billion on hand, yeah, like it was still a lot of money, but to them it's like, yeah, all right, let's splurge. let's do it. But all the time actually not getting into any sort of debt or leverage from it. I remember Minecraft coming out in 2009, yeah. Hell yeah. I remember first playing Minecraft in 2010. Good times. Where am I going? I'm going back to spawn. Why does it take me so long? Is it this way? Oh, I remember getting lost around this area before. Oh god. Oh. Ooh, what's that? How am I? I'm doing very well, thank you, Matty. How are you? It's a nice. It's a. I was going to say hump day. Does anyone else hate the term hump day? Happy hump day, everyone. I guess I don't like it because it's A, stupid name, but B, it kind of makes it seem as if like every day is a chore. It's like, oh, just get through another day. Whereas like sometimes I don't hate work. A lot of times I don't like work. But there's sometimes where I don't mind it. And it's like, no, not every time. Not everything in life has to be seen as like a, oh, thank God we're over that sort of thing. Oh my goodness, it's Ace. Greetings. Double archway. I didn't play in beta. What? I actually looked this up the other day. Minecraft versions. I'll tell you when I probably started playing. I remember. Let's go back. I believe I started playing. I think I have a screenshot somewhere of when I first bought Minecraft, and it was around October 2010. So it would have been, if I like played the most recent versions, probably would have been the Halloween update, the Alpha 1.2. And that does make sense because I remember at the time I was like hugely getting into Yogscast, as most Minecraft fans were, with the whole Shadow of Israel stuff. And one of the things in those videos and that storyline they had was about making a portal, which was like brand new. So yeah, I guess it was probably around Halloween updates when I first started properly playing. Oh, there you go. That's what matters. But that's how I found the Yogscast. I watched since the first Minecraft video 2 days after it was released. That put other things into perspective, yeah. Yeah, totally. Yogscast, although I don't watch them anymore, but Yogscast are... I used to watch them religiously back in the day. All of their adventure maps, and I still every now and then I nip into the jingle jams they do, sort of thing, around Christmas. But apart from that, I'm just not into the whole TTT Gmod stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, me neither. Hump day. I mean, I get it. It's like Wednesday's the hump. But what if you work Tuesday to Saturday? Then Thursday's the hump. Hump day's okay by you. Okay. That's good to know. Not everyone hates it. The Jaffa Factory. That is something I actually somehow missed. I did not watch the Jaffa Factory series very much. I guess maybe at that point I moved on, or like temporarily stopped watching them. So maybe I wasn't religious in my what I just said then. Maybe that was a lie. That was a lie. Let's just get rid of some of this junk. I don't want some of this. Those can go. 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 I'll keep those. These chests are a little bit organised, but not massively. Please don't judge me. I'm trying my best. Look at all that calcite. Look at all this quartz. Oh my, I mean, this top bit is not... Don't look at this. Don't look at this, alright? Just another day. That's exactly it. That's how to see it. Every day is just another day since the last one. I also lost interest in them. I like Hat Films still, but the Yogscast lost its touch badly. Yeah, I just think what happened with the Yogscast is, to me, they moved away from Minecraft because, like, Minecraft had its peaks and troughs of popularity, and it probably still does. Well, it definitely still does. But, you know, there was a point where Minecraft wasn't as popular, so they moved away from that. But the thing is like, there are times where it's come really back into popularity, and they haven't made use of that in a way. Like, they could have easily just churned out a couple of adventure map playthroughs and people would have loved it, but they didn't. They stuck with the TTT stuff, and what's the other one called? Murderer? Gmod Murder? I can't remember. You should get a spider head for that empty armor slot. Let's have a look. Do I have one? How about a squid? I think a squid is close enough. I've been thinking last night, instead of making a Super Smash Bros. Clone, Minecraft should make a crossover kart game featuring rare characters, Bethesda characters, and newest members, Activision characters. There was a game a bit like that, wasn't there? I'm thinking of Sonic All-Stars Racing. What did that have in it? Because it wasn't just Sonic games, Sonic characters, was it? God, I played that game and I forgot. I mean, yeah, it's in the name, All Stars. All Stars Racing Transformed. Yeah, like that was...
Well, hidely ho, neighborino.
Hi, diddly ho. Banjo and Kazooie. What the hell was that? Billy Hatcher. Ooh La La. Oh, Space Channel 5. I recognise that. Jackie and Akira from Virtua Fighter. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I could kind of do that. TTT is so old now, though. Gmod is a distant memory. I mean, what do they do now? What do they do now? Let's have a look. I'm just curious. I'm going to go onto Yogscast quickly. See what the most recent videos are. GTA 5 race, Gmod, TTT, GTA 5, Gmod, TTT, GTA 5, Gmod, TTT. I mean, it is, yeah. I mean, they get quite consistent views, so I don't know. I don't know. Can I sleep? Can we sleep? Is it dark? It is dark. Let's sleep. Microsoft, not Minecraft. Oh, right, yeah. I mean, I would be much more interested in a racing game than a than a Smash Bros clone. I do not like fighting games. I do not like Smash Bros. I do not understand it. Oh, okay. Nick says want me to sleep. That's fine. Thank goodness I have the data pack to make rain look better. I mean, it's still not going to look good on Twitch, but hey ho. So, updates to the castle. Let me just give you a little update on castle. Ivory Castle, Pearl Castle. I don't know what it's going to be called, but the White Castle. Oh, let me get Spyglass. Spyglass. Also, how many of the old Yogscast crew is left now, and new ones are just eh. Yeah, I feel the same way with Funhouse. If anyone knows Funhouse, they were a channel under the Rooster Teeth umbrella. And a lot of people have left Funhouse. Some left, some were fired for various reasons. And there was a period where it was just like, oh, this is terrible. Like, just close the channel. Like, it's just not working. Because they got new people in, but you know, you could tell that they didn't have that same chemistry, and they were a little bit awkward, and they weren't very funny. And at some points, it was all like from home, and like the Funhouse comedy, like their channel's comedy is very much kind of the banter and the bits they have between each other, which really only worked best in person. And so there was a period where I was like, oh man, I really am not into this at all. That being said, kind of a bit of a tale of redemption. I actually really do quite like how Funhouse is going now. It just took some time for the new crew to settle in and have that connection, but you know, don't get me wrong, it's not as good as it used to be in my opinion, but it just goes to show sometimes things can just take time. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's go get a good vantage point. Oh, I forget. Yes, I remember. I remember, Dean. It was you and Mixon. We discussed it a little bit in the Discord. I think it's really just us three. um, so as you can see, oops, I've added pointy bits, little spiky bits to every roof, and I've added this bit. So this whole bit here wasn't there before. I've kind of added a little perpendicular. This is what I was discussing about last stream, and I had a bit of the roof in place but not the rest, and I really like that. I really like how that's looking as a silhouette. Like, it's a good shape. But we're nowhere near done. We're going to have towers going up. I want another big building here, bridges going across. I've been a little bit distracted. I haven't worked on this as much as I've wanted to, but you know, it's all in my head. Just got to actually build the damn thing. I wish in life things didn't have to end. Damn. We're getting deep in tonight's chat. We're getting profound. Don't worry, I'm the same. I'm the same, Mad Hugits. It's just, I'm very stubborn to change. I mean, it took me 8 years to stop doing Let's Plays when I should have realised earlier. Hey Muck, your YouTube. What about my YouTube? So sad, lightning rod. I know. I know. I mean, I kind of don't mind it at the same time, but it would be nice if they did oxidize. I'm quite pleased with this thing, like the prismarine warped wood, because it sort of still has that green tinge to all flow together, and especially from far away, it just, yeah, looks good. Hey Ecto, welcome to the stream. Looks great so far. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh man, this rain. Let's turn off the rain sound. God, it's so loud. But yeah, there's a few new things in Spawn. Didn't Lemon start selling some other stuff? So this is Lemon's food factory. Food factory. Emphasis on the food. Dispensers. Repeaters. Comparators. Pie. Hoppers. 1 diamond per 8. Potato. Droppers. Redstone lamps. Ooh. Okay. Luckily, I'm a redstone genius, and I so efficiently use redstone I don't need any more. That's Red Stars, who hasn't finished his yet, so I won't show it. 2023, Sony admits defeat as Microsoft buys out all game publishers. Microsoft buys Nintendo. What else is new around here? Oh, there's some other stuff around here. Very tasty snacks. Good to get your iron levels up, I'm sure. I've always been in awe of your building in Minecraft. Wow. That is so nice to say. Thank you. I mean, with this, I am particularly pleased with how this has turned out so far. Something I've not tried before, and yeah, I like it. Which is not usually the case. There's a lot of things I build, and the only way I can like them is if I build them beforehand and I know what they're going to look like. This thing, although I've built bits of it in a creative world, I've not actually built a whole cohesive building. So I'm sort of winging it to an extent, and it's paying off, thankfully, and I'm quite liking how it's turning out. Hey Mark, I've got a really good question to ask you. Go for it, Matty. Let me know. My bee now has rabbit ears. Let's have a look at the bee. Why does the... What a pretty bee. Why do you have rabbit ears? Let's have a look. What are you selling in here? Honey block. Oh, rabbit hide. Wow, 2 stacks for a diamond? That's pretty good. Cooked rabbit. Wait a minute, this is iron. No, it's not. It's rabbit. It does look a bit like the new iron texture. Honeycombs. Rabbit heads. Ah. Rabbit's feet. Ooh. Good stuff. Good prices too. When or if the queen really dies, who would replace her? Well, that is not that is not the question I was expecting. Hopefully there's no if. Like, if the queen doesn't die, then she's definitely some sort of lizard alien person. Like, she's... I don't mean this in a bad way, but she really should die if she's human, right? At some point. Like, when she dies, Prince Charles is going to replace her. Prince Charles is her oldest son. He himself is now like mid-70s though. He's very old. So there's a chance. Some people say this might happen. I don't know. I don't think it will. Some people say that like Prince Charles will just I can't think of the actual proper term for it, but basically just say, oh, you know, skip me and go to Prince William instead, who's his oldest son, because he's still quite young. He's like 40 something. I don't think he'll do that. I think he will be king. But yeah, it will be Prince Charles. It'll be King Charles. Did you hear about the bee who flew into the wasp's nest? It got told to buzz off. Don't. I love these sort of jokes. And actually, I had an idea for another channel reward at some point. I got this idea from watching another streamer who had this really crappy book of jokes, and he was just like telling jokes every now and then. I think I want to do like a redeemer joke channel points thing. Redeem a joke from the joke book, because I have got a couple. It's funny that before Microsoft launched Xbox in 2001, Microsoft tried to buy Nintendo but got laughed out of the room. I know. Yeah. Imagine if they did though back then. How different would things be? What is this? I've not been in here before. Tyleth Trading Company. Your adventure gear destination. Ooh. Coming soon. Mine Cart Heart Designer Saddles. Okay. What is this Minecart Heart or Minecart Heart? Horse jacket. Fish. Unlimited fishing rod. Nice. Coming soon. Minecart Heart leather jackets. Stevie's leather jeans. Ooh, ooh. These are quite good. And Frostwalker too. 2 diamonds? Mmm. So leather boots are good for the powdered snow. You don't fall through it if you wear leather boots. I think it's like the workwear brand. Oh, is that a thing? Wow, I did not know that. Let's have a look. Oh, I see. It's an American Pro Company 1889. That's clever. It's a clothing store for outdoorsy people. I see. Bargain bin? Oh, I love a good bargain bin. Right, what else is new? I do like that. I do like the bee where the bunny is. Let's head What is this build? Oh, that's Fricker's building. It's been there for ages. Why am I just spotting that now? It's like my sister keeps telling me I can't do anything she told me. Wait, let me read that again. It's like my sister keeps telling me I can't do anything. She told me I can't make a car out of spaghetti. You're not smart enough, she said. Well, you should have seen her face when I flew past her. I had to change the way I said that. I would have actually said that as pasta, but then mind you, that still would have worked if I had like a northern twang. I flew pasta. but just in case you're wondering, I don't normally say pasta. I'm gonna have some pasta for dinner. I love pasta. Yes. There's definitely something. Oh yeah, all down here along the dock. I think there's a few new things around here as well. Bandito's terracotta. Ooh. Pay what you think is fair. Very good. I think this is, yeah, that's empty. I was in the video about the unicorn. Looks like like a fake video. I've not seen that. Is it one that's like debunked by Captain Disillusion or something? Secret shop's not new. I've already seen that. Oh, this was, I think, under construction before. Baked beans and steamed rice incorporated. Very nice. Oh, this is Tiny Shop, which is very well stocked. Although, blooming expensive. 13 diamonds for a shear, that's too much. That's too much. 26 times. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, that is a very good sword. That's still a lot, though. Out of my price range, unfortunately. That's quite good, if you want bells. That's, yeah. It's a mixture of stuff. Any armor that's good? It's almost like overkill in a way. Anyway, nice to meet you, sir. I mean, he's been making money. Look at him. Yeah, how does Moses make his coffee? He brews it. How does Bob Marley like his donuts? With jam in? I can't laugh at my own joke. That's terrible. Okay. Oh, there's other shops as well. Hang on, let me just go show you some other shops, just for the sake of posterity, as Shorston would say. Most of my jokes are too punny. I played The Last of Us so many times, my joke book is Eddie's jokes. Ah. I do, yeah. Like I remember during that game where you'd just be like looking around an abandoned shop or something, and you just pick up something, and then yeah, like a little quip from Ellie. Why is my face there? Where am I going? Oh, I know where I'm going. Up here. Is that over here, the new shops? Oh my god. Terrifying. I'm like, it's like I've been mounted. I've been hunted, stuffed, and then mounted. Oh, here it is, over here. A book landed on my head. I only have myself to blame. Is that Sean Connery saying that joke? Where am I going down? I'm going down here. May he rest in peace. I always forget Sean Connery died. Like, it happened a while ago now, but it's just, it hasn't really registered with me. I keep thinking he's still alive. Sad. Right, this is Good Omens. Oh, wow, they really aren't joking with this muckluck thing, are they? Wow. Glowstone. How much is the glowstone? 1 diamond for 16. I would pay 1 diamond for 32. But that's just me because I'm stingy. What's up here? Head section. 1 diamond for 4 heads. Mix and match. I mean, I do love these shop designs. They're very good. That's a lot of them. Holy moly. So I used to do loads of jokes when we do Christmas and Easter plays. As the kids are setting up scenes, I always come and tell some Bible jokes, but COVID has stopped that past few years. Oof, yes, oof indeed. Stupid COVID. She screws up and says, I only have myself to blame. And she says, oh, I see. Sean Connery could say it, though. Right. This is apparently a very impressive redstone door. I'll let you guys be the judge of this in the chat. Is this impressive? Apparently it's the best redstone door on the server. I think that's what Ace has said. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. That was pretty good, actually. It's loud, but that was pretty good. I kind of want to see it again. Wait, is this going to close it? It's like, it reminds me of Harry Potter, where Hagrid opens the brick wall into Diagon Alley. It's sort of like that. All the blocks forming and then unforming. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll say that's pretty cool. 1 diamond for 32 slime blocks. Okay. Not a bad price, I suppose. What's this? More slime. And this is, I like the shop design. It's like we're inside a giant slime. With all the slime heads in the thing. Yeah. The roast of Muckluck. Oh no. Sorry for too quiet. I read some nerdy comic books. Don't worry about that. What were we saying about Sean Connery? Oh, that he would be very good at saying Al's joke about I only have my shelf to blame. There is another joke to do with Sean Connery. I can't remember how it goes though. Something to do with the word tennis. Because of the way he would say tennis and tennis. Okay. Oh, look, it's special. Oh, Weather's building something else. Okay. Well, I don't really have much else to do on this live stream. I showed a bit of the caving and a bit of an update on spawn. Let's go. I don't want to go to Nexus because I feel like he would like to show that off on his own stream. So I don't know. I kind of almost want to go back to. I kind of want to go back there. Oh, look at Mount Bugaboo. Beautiful. Beautiful. You won't stop me? Alright, then let's go. Let's go. Let's go have a look at Nexus build, which is very good. In fact, It's more than very good. It's
Very good! Very good! Yay!
You know what's not very good, yay? I left my boat behind. This needs to be everywhere. Let's just get this screenshotted. It's very important. There we go. Do I want an Uber? Yes, please. Could I get a neighbor? Stop messing around, Junior. Junior. Oh, there was something about Indiana Jones. Oh, there's going to be new Indiana Jones Lego sets. Amazing. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can find this stuff. I know I talk about Lego quite a lot, but I love Lego. Indiana Jones Lego. News? Yes. Close this. Lego Indiana Jones theme. This is serious. Let's stop the music. Lego Indiana Jones theme rumored for 2022. Now, I missed out on the previous Indiana Jones Lego line. I wasn't into Lego that much back then. It kind of came out when Crystal Skull came out. But, oh, is that it? Is that the whole article? But yeah. And James Bond Lego as well. But I posted that in my Discord. But yeah, apparently it's going to be James Bond Lego. Good stuff. Anyway. Skip that. Here we go. Bit of jazzy music. Thank you, Naxa. I've never played Minecraft before. I'm half tempted to look up if it is on Switch. Can it be played 100% offline? Yeah, it definitely can. Yeah, 100%. The Switch version... what the hell was that? The Switch version is a little bit more limited, I think, in terms of world size, because obviously it's not as powerful a system. But it's still perfectly adequate, you know. You can still play the game. PC is the way to go if you want to obviously mod it and get texture packs and you know, there's just a lot more flexibility with PC, but obviously not everyone has a PC that can play it, or they just prefer to play on Switch. I didn't look at it as we were coming in. That was stupid of me. Oh, this is new though. This is new. Ooh. Oh, this is old. This is new. Okay, right. I think he wants me to go up. Here we go. Up to Nix's airship. Look at this thing. Ho ho. PC or go home. I mean, I could never switch version because I don't play Minecraft single player anymore, so I only really play it with these guys on the server. Although, you know, I still play it single player-esque on my own, doing stuff, but I'm still on a multiplayer server. There's going to be 2 Indiana Jones games? What do you mean? Is there going to be a new Indiana Jones game? Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. He's added lanterns and stuff to it. Let's get a screenshot of him with it. Looking on proudly. No, stay there. There you go. Looking up. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely. Yeah, you can stop now. Lego DC Supervillain. Oh, hang on. I got DC Supervillain Lego on PS4. It was on PS Plus. I love the Lego games. I was actually thinking, this is really sad. It's gonna sound pretty sad, but as a nearly 30-year-old man, which hurts to say, but it's true, I actually miss playing Lego City Undercover from last year. I had such a good time playing that game. Like, just honestly, like chilling out completely and just going around and getting all the collectibles. It was so relaxing and so fun. Apart from at the end where I couldn't find them. But I look back on 2021 and that was actually something I really enjoyed. Was 100%ing and platining them, might I add. Platining them, that game. So yeah, I am actually quite keen to try out a different Lego game, especially if it's an open world one, where I can just zone out and get collectibles and stuff. I'm thinking maybe the Harry Potter one. I don't know how it works, but I'm hoping you can just run around Hogwarts and find secrets. That's all I really want. As if Skyrim is on Switch, I bet that runs well. Ugh. Somehow. Switch runs Skyrim really well. I play it all the time on Switch and it handles great. Better than PS4 sometimes. Wow. That is surprising. Switch run, no, hang on. Here's a fact for the day. Did you know that theme park Alton Towers and Thorpe Park are now owned by Lego? Really? I know they were owned by, was it called like Merlin or something like that? Did they buy Merlin? Maybe that wasn't Merlin. But that's I did not realise that. That's quite interesting. There is an upcoming Indiana Jones game from Bethesda. Oh, of course there is. I completely forgot about that. Oh, there's going to be so many games to look forward to in the future. Indiana Jones, the James Bond game, Destroy Humans 2, the other Bethesda game that's coming out, Starfield, the Hogwarts Legacy game, like the Hogwarts Harry Potter RPG. There's some really good games coming out that I'll probably never end up playing. You don't need to keep that path clean. Oh, but I like to. Oops. Well, I didn't mean to do that. There you go. I have the Harry Potter Lego games. They're not that great. Oh. There's, in that case, does anyone know? Are there any Lego games that are similar to Lego City Undercover, which have like an open world with lots of collectibles to get? I know Lego games in general have loads of collectibles, but it was really the open world aspect that I loved, instead of just having loads of different hubs. It also had like a really funny storyline as well. I am 27. How has the time gone by? I don't know, Matty. It's depressing. Getting old sucks. But also not in other ways. In other ways, it's quite good. I can yell about young'uns. Whippersnappers. They bought Merlin's Entertainment. I see. I did not hear about that. Was that long ago? Was that recent? Fallout 76 is still getting updates. Sometimes. I'm quite surprised they haven't just like dropped support for that entirely, but... Oh wait, was that meant to be there, that block? Oh well. Lego DC Supervillains is great for that. Once I unlocked Joker and Harley, I just explored the city and did side stuff. Didn't bother with the story mode for ages. Ah, that sounds good. Right, because they'd probably have Lego DC, like sorry, Lego DC, like Gotham. I don't know, some sort of city world map, right? Minecraft is the only online game I play. I've always been a solo player. That's fair enough. I used to be a single player only, until I joined this place. And now I can't play without these silly bints. Oops. Excuse me. That's right. I'm busy here. Let's just oof that. Oof in the chat, please. Thank you. Fallout 5, yeah. I need to play Fallout 4 still. Hey, I still play 76 when there is content. I mean, I've heard that it's definitely been improved a lot. Aha. He's been expecting me. Oh my god. Okay, fine. It has loads of places. Smallville, Joker's theme park, Arkham Asylum. Okay. Annoyingly, I think I own that already in one of the Humble Bundles. It was a Lego thing. But I'd rather play it downstairs in the living room, so I might have to buy it again. Like, you just can't chill out the same way in front of a PC as you can on a sofa, can you? I don't often play Lego games, but Lego Batman was pretty fun. I know I haven't played 4 yet, Mad. I've watched a few videos of it. I played a decent amount of Fallout 3. I didn't ever finish it though, because I sort of soft locked myself in the game. But yeah, no, I haven't touched Fallout 4 yet. Okay, let's have a little look around this place. I think Nix is getting anxious. But yeah, look at this. Look at this, everyone. Look at Nix's airship. It's kind of like a steampunky-esque. Let's go inside. My base is down there somewhere. It's got storage here. This is pretty cool at the end here. Look at this. Captain's quarters with his own fish tank. Oh, baby, that's nice. Yeah, that's good. I want to go up to the other bit, though. I have expanded their room. Oh, yeah, it goes a little bit further back now. Good. Give those axolotls some space. Fallout 4 is good. Even the Queen played it. Oh, she loves Fallout. Do a Fallout 4 Let's Play or stream would be awesome. I could definitely stream it. That would be fun. Although I'd have to play it a little bit beforehand. Like, I wouldn't want to start at the beginning because it, would just be sitting through cutscenes for a while and tutorials. So now we're up to... No, we're not. This is still the same level. Let's go up. Let's go up. New Fallout 76 content. I can't even speak now. Content in March. You would think they'd be shilling people with cosmetics, but even there the content is barren. That is quite surprising. Yeah, I would have assumed like maybe like almost like a last ditch attempt just to get money. It's just throw some costumes. But well, I mean, fair play to them if they're not doing that. Oh, look at this thing up here. Wowza. Look at that. Look at this little enchanting room. I like the windows here. This is very good. These are good windows. Storage. Lapis and stuff, maybe? Hmm. Or books. Could go in here, yeah. Oh yeah, there's lapis. Okay, Mark, I'm gonna go to bed. Been a long shift at work. See you in the next one. Thank you very much for stopping by, Mad. Have a good night. See you in the next one, indeed. Are those beehives? Yes, they are. Beehives from moi? Are these my beehives, Nixa, or did you make these ones yourself? Let's just say they're mine. Yeah. What's back here? Nothing. Oh, okay. Right, it's down there. Well, one thing that I like to see, apart from this chair, which is great, is there's no snow. It's very clean on here. Oh, I like this bit. I like this bit back here. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. This bit really pleases me. It's like a little tunnel on an airship. Yeah, I do like it, definitely. What's that tiny little Pam? Oh, it's a little hand. I'm not too sure about this room though. What? I like the room when I'm on the ship. Is he took? Ah! Oh, is there a secret back there? No. But it's a little bit too much when you look at it. When you look at the ship from land. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I see. Hell yeah, I'm streaming. Asa says hi, everyone. Let's just give him a little Marge face, shall we? There we go. Oh, I see what you mean. I do see what you mean. Like, it's sort of... It changes its outline, doesn't it? Like, you would expect it to do this. But now it kind of does this. And then goes down. To be honest, I think it's fine. I actually think it kind of almost works because it's like you've got the net. It's kind of like messy, but good messy. And sometimes you have to do things that you don't have a great feeling about. Because maybe the reason you're not having a great feeling about it is because you've never tried it before and you don't know. Thank you. I think it works. I think it works still. Tell them we're not here. No one's here. No one's watching. I'm streaming to myself. It would be a shame if someone would locate some bees there. Ooh. A little bit of buzzing every now and then. Lovely. Kronos Corp. Okay, yeah. Right. Well, we've seen Nix's lovely airship. Has this got a name? I know that you're probably watching the stream. Has it got a name? Not yet. Okay. Okay. Do you know what it really needs? Some cannons. Do you know what? I'll do some cannons for you. With some dispensers. Yes, yes, yes. SS Fine Sustica. That's true. Asus's little one does have a name. Are you familiar with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater? I am familiar, yeah. I've never been a massive skateboarding game fan, just because I'm not big into skateboarding in general. That being said, oh no, come back. Any game where you have like funny. Is that the game that has Is that the game that has like funny character creator? No, it's not. I'm thinking of something else. I don't know what I'm thinking of. But yeah, no, never been a big Tony Hawk's fan. Don't. Okay, you stay there. Oh, there's already one there. Right, let's head back to spawn. We're probably going to end off the stream. I said it might be a bit of a shorter one. And then what do you know? It's been 2 hours already. Holy moly. You got an iPhone for your birthday? Very nice. Very good, very good. Yay to that. But forgot which one though. Oh well. As long as it hey, as long as you can watch Twitch on it, and watch YouTube, that's all that matters, right? Good. Just wanted to tell you that there's a funny Photoshop. A dude skating. The Halo array from the Halo series. I see. That's pretty. Oh, like I see what you mean now. Took me a second to actually register what you were referring to. That's cool. I really can't wait to have this as my proper base. Like proper spawn base and not have to go up to a little... Like we're... how many months are we into the server now? Nearly 2. Not quite 2 yet, but we're getting there. And I'm still living in a hole in the side of a mountain. Like... I need to upgrade. I need to upgrade. Other people have got airships and stuff by now. What am I doing? Smitcho's got giant cube land, and I'm here in the side of a mountain. Sad. Like this one. Yeah, that's clever. That's funny.
Very good! Very good! Yay!
Oh, it is very good. Dennis is here. Hello, Dennis. Has it been 6 weeks? It was, when was it? December the 4th, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, actually, it's only been 6. 6 and 4 days. How's about that? God, I still got all this snow. Put that away. Let's grab some lava. from our lava farm. Mr. Lava Lava. Actually, don't worry about it. I've already got it. I'm procrastinating though. I need to look up a potion brewer to put inside the new blocks. Oh yeah, I know how to do one of those. I know exactly. You get a comparator. And then you... How's my bees doing? Oh my god, it's gonna fill up again. Look at this. Look at this. I've added so many. It's too many. It's too much. Too much bee. Let me just sort this out before I end the stream, otherwise I will forget. And then I have items building up. Which is no good. Let's do that. Okay. Master Chief as an unlockable skater. It could happen. Anything's possible now. Boom. There we go. You trickle down. This is going to go all the way down to bloody Deep Slate at some point. Thank you for the Mr. Sparkle. The Mr. Sparkle will give me good luck when it comes to my bee farm. This needs organising. What a mess. What a gosh darn mess this place is. Stick this in the smeltery. There we go. This is all good. Anything in here? Yeah, it's cool. There's just everything everywhere. It stresses me out. Stresses me out. Anyway. There, let's get an oof in the chat for that. Oof. Let's just turn off sounds, shall we, while we end off the stream. Oof in the chat. Oofed, oof, oof. But yeah, that is going to do it for tonight's stream, I think. Just a little chill Minecraft session, bit of caving, bit of wandering, a little bit of showing off, a little bit of an update, the usual. Thank you everyone for stopping by tonight and chatting, lovely as always. Thank you Ace for the Prime subscription earlier, Matty for following, and Fedrin for the raid earlier as well. That was I forgot, yeah, a lot of stuff happened. I'll be back on Sunday as per usual. Hopefully, on Sunday, we shall finish Broken Sword 2. That's the plan. I think we're near the end, so I think we could do it. Fingers crossed. I know I said that about 5 times for Grim Fandango. You know, this is going to be the stream we finish it. But maybe next time it will be the stream for Broken Sword 2. Yeah, until then, go buy a pin if you want to. Anywhere you live in the world, I will send it to you, hopefully. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next stream. Bye, everyone.
Hello, Joe!
Well, hidely ho, neighborino.